Interesting people. The other great people that I met during my first 2 weeks were three young girls who said their names were Shania, Brittany and Shania. No, they weren't twins or triplets. They were waiting for their parents down at the local shops after school, and my presence must have had a local feel about it. So we were really happy to get to know each other. After getting over the idea that they were named after some famous pop stars, I explained to them the nature of my trade, and I told them that on any condition they should try to get a job during their post-schooling years, even if that meant going to university as well. Because life without enough money can really be terrible. You could be a pop star or a magazine seller, but either way, you've got to earn your keep. I let the girls help me by holding up my magazines. As was my practice, I showed them how to do it so that there were 2 copies back to back, so you can see the cover from any direction. I myself took out my recorder from my bag and played a few tunes for everyone to enjoy. I think our display was rather a deterrent to customers who were not familiar with seeing children selling. And we got a few donations in my hat, but no sales. Shania had some really romantic ideas about how she would spend her money if she were rich. I guess she had been watching too much television. She put on a face when we got to discussing Justin Bieber, and I conscientiously agreed with her that Justin gets too much, $100 million a year, while I was earning a measly $28 an hour selling magazines on the street. So I told her that initially, at least, for the sake of safety, she should put her savings in a bank account, just as I had been doing when I was her age. But she was more interested in donating the money to you, she said. But she also mentioned a few favourite charities. I lost some of my loneliness in the girls' company. They were only young, but very smart and charming, and I listened carefully to everything they had to say. As can be expected in a highly defensive society where pedophilia is heavily berated, I was treated with passing suspicion by some of the public audience. My point is that people should be protective, but not be so paranoid as to keep their children from meeting a stray seller down at the local shops. I really enjoyed the 20 minutes that I spent with these young people, these young aspirants, and I was sorry when their parents' car stopped over to take them home.